right, welcome to Algebra Intensive Credit 1. Let's get started. So there's guided learning and there's practice section. We're going through the guided learning first. On page 2, you follow me there, you'll see that there's a blank schedule and boxes where it says software details. So I'm going to put in the times of my classes meeting for my site, 11 to 12:30, Monday and Wednesday. And make sure you are getting login information and committing this website to memory. If not, it's going to be in every credit, and after a while, you'll know it by heart. All right, moving right along. Just so you know how you're going to be graded, we're going to be doing the guided learning in class. It's mandatory. You have to. It'll help you because we show you how to do stuff in the practice section, which is 30% of your grade, and it's done in class. The performance task is also 30%, and it's done in class, although it requires some time to be spent outside of class to do that. And the assessment is also something we do in class, thus making 100%, a whole circle. All right, take a moment, and what we'd like you to do here is read the goals in the boxes and complete the problems below. Then use the self-assessment tool to rate your knowledge. So let's say you're looking at number 1, you have no idea how to do this, but you're going to try it out anyways. Maybe your statement is, I don't understand it yet. Maybe you're asking for help because you're kind of figured out what you need to do, but not quite sure. Maybe your statement is a number 2. I understand, but I need more practice. Maybe you were able to solve out the first equation, the second inequality, and write an equation and solve for the third one. Then you would write, I understand and I can do this on my own, by circling number 3. And then of course, if you can show someone else how to do this and do it correctly, then maybe you're circling number 4 because you can do this and explain it to someone else. But take a moment and try these out. Remember to self-assess because we are going to be doing this at the end of the credit to see how much you've learned and grown. All right, remember those statements. Fill it out. Number 8, which is the LEP opener. We're going to be talking about reading the following introduction to some jobs in logistics, organizing, and planning in certain careers, and how math is involved. Logistics, remember, is just how something, stuff, goods get from one place to another. So take a moment and read each one and kind of answer which career interests you the most and why, and how is math being used in that career. You always want to use full sentences, so make sure you're doing that. Pause and read, and then answer those questions. All right, continuing on. We're always going to do the do now. It's kind of a warm-up, right? And it's what is something about you that most people don't know? So you're answering that question. It's more about you. What's something most people don't know about you? So this is the what and then the why. So the what could be, hey, I'm allergic to bees. That's something most people don't know about me. Why? Well, there's never bees attacking me, so it never comes up. But it could be anything. All right, hopefully you're pausing, you're doing that, but unpause, we'll move on to page 9, where we're going to go over motivation. So people are motivated for different reasons. Some people strive to be great athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs. Others are motivated to make the world a better place. So essentially, what motivates you outside of school? What gets you up in the morning? What makes you just excited about the day? And then this one's more the what, the how do you know? What are some characteristics? So for me personally, I know I'm motivated when I'm listening intently. I know I'm motivated when I'm excited about something. I know I'm super motivated when I'm focused on a goal. Whatever that goal may be, I know I'm motivated when I'm focused. I'm in it to win it. Like I'm in it to win it to do this video right now. And then you're going to explain why motivation is so important in the Math 180 classroom. Because in Math 180, / Algebra Intensive, you're going to be working on algebra skills. You're going to be working on vocabulary. You're going to be also doing some software. You're also making a time commitment. So think about why motivation would be so key to having to do all these things: the time commitment, the algebra skills, the vocab review, the software. Yes, the computer. It's on the computer, guys, in case no one's told you. So why would it be important for motivation to be a factor in this class? Remember, full sentences, it's your opinion, but we're moving on. And then on page 10, if you're doing this in class, go ahead and answer these questions yourself, and then find a classmate and kind of interview them. The same questions. What was their name? What are some jobs or careers that interest them? Why do these jobs or careers interest them? So this is the what and the why. Do you know adults in this career? They either do or do not. And what must you accomplish before you reach that goal? Okay, so take a moment and let's either write down some answers for yourself and find some classmates. Maybe they're not here right now while you're watching the video, but maybe you can go into class or into school today or tomorrow and ask them those questions. You can ask them also either of your classmates or just people around you. It's totally fine. But once you have that grid filled out, you're going to see what are some things that were similar, that were the same, and what were some differences, what was different. Full sentences, as always. Let's move on. So this is where we're actually going to get into the software. So if you've never logged on before, they will have you do something called a growth mindset. And they'll ask you what were some survey questions that surprised you, what did you learn about your mindset, and in math class, what mindset do you typically tend to have? So just so you know, it's one of the first things you see, and you will have to fill out these responses on this page. So if you'd like, you can watch this video to know how to log in. You can log in. You're going to open up your laptops, go to this internet browser. If you want, you can minimize me, put to the side. And you're going to come to this page. Once you enter that website, you're going to see this page and you're going to log in your username and password. If you haven't obtained that yet, do that today. Talk to your teacher, talk to your supervising teacher, somebody, I need my login. And then once you log in, you're going to see this page. It'll say, hi, my name is. Go ahead and click on the Math 180. It'll turn big, and we're going to click on the big Math 180, Course 2. And if it gives you anything like this, feel free to just click on Adobe, that button, and just allow that. For some reason it blocks it. I don't know why, but we're going to allow it. Yeah, we're going to click that button. And you'll see something. If it's the first time you're ever logging on, this will appear before you, taking the digital mindset scan. Okay, it'll tell you to go on. If you need it in Spanish, si necesita en español, feel free to use it. But take that mindset scan. Be sure to answer the questions. What was the mindset that you kind of came up based on your responses? It's your opinion. And then which survey question maybe surprised you the most? What did you learn about your mindsets? What does mostly growth mindset mean? And in math class, what do you typically tend to have? All right. And if you need a paper version of the mindset scan, because maybe you already took it and you forgot, again, ask one of your teachers, supervising teachers. We can definitely help you get that. All right, let's continue to page 13. So on page 13, it looks something like this. We're going to answer the first question, which is, what is the name of the 3 zones? So hint, hint, it's in your packet. It's also on the screen. What are the 3 zones for each block? Hint, there's one in green, red, and orange. Full sentences, though. Again, if you don't have a login, make sure you're getting one, because there's an arcade. There's an arcade. There's an arcade. You can play games, they're math related, and you can actually play them and see which one is the most challenging. So circles is fun. I know Decked Out is pretty cool. So try all of them, see which one is the most challenging. They all have tutorials, they all have multiple levels. They start with the simplest ones. They're pretty fun and addicting, so try them out. Moving on to page 14, looks something like this. So you can always check out your progress by clicking on that page where it says Home Badges. There's a progress. You can click to see, you know, your time in the Brain Arcade. You can check your usage, your zone progress, all that good stuff. And it'll tell you how many stars you earn. Stars? What? And it also calculates how much time you spent. Okay, so take some time and play. It's fun. All right. On the next video, because this is going to be a two-parter, we'll go over what that video is that they ask you to watch in the software about mindset. All right, and we'll answer the questions on page 15 for that. Okay.